ADD, ADHD meds. Everyone hears about Adderall, but the one I'm going to talk about today, Vyvanse. What is it? Let's get into it. Before I get into it, I am not a doctor. Soberdogs does not promote or condone any drug use. Please seek professional medical help if you have an addiction or before you start or stop any medication. All right. Thank you to our newest Patreon, Teresa McDonald. Thank you. Awesome. All the patrons. If you want to check it out, help support Soberdogs, I'd really appreciate it. What is Vyvanse? What's it used for? So the main reason Vyvanse is prescribed is ADD or ADHD. It's in that category of meds, CNS, central nervous system stimulants. Some of the other big meds in that category you might have heard of, you got your Adderall, Ritalin, Concerta, Mydayis, Desozin, Focalin, Provigil, Adzenys. There's a lot in that category. The other video I did on Adderall, put a card up. You could see a lot of the different meds in there too that fit right in. Chemical name is lisdexamfetamine. That is what it is. Obviously people know it as Vyvanse. That's what you'd get it when you get it at the pharmacy or from your doctor. What is it prescribed for? Mostly ADD or ADHD, but also chronic lethargy, morbid obesity that is not responsive to other treatments, narcolepsy, neonatal apnea, and prolonged depression that's not responsive to other treatments. Side effects of Vyvanse, you got paranoia, restlessness, irritability, trouble sleeping, tachycardia, that real fast heartbeat, tremors, weight loss, loss of appetite, manic behavior, panic, facial tics, anxiety, and depression. With any of the CNS, central nervous system stimulants, these side effects are they're all kind of the same for most of these, depending on different people. They might have one hits them different or they don't get these ones. Everyone's biology is different. In general, they're making you up, more energy, they're stimulants, they're going to do what stimulants do. And unfortunately, those are also the side effects of stimulants is that, jittery sometimes, paranoid, all over the place. Now with Vyvanse versus Adderall, I'm going to do a whole video and get into it deeper, but the main one difference is with Adderall, they say you have more leeway with when you take it. And what that means is basically Adderall, according to the doctors and the researchers on here, that psychiatrist Edward Fruitman from Trifecta Health speaks about it. Adderall is more of a higher peak, and then it comes down more, versus Vyvanse, you take it once in the morning, they usually tell people that's how they should do it, and it slowly releases it all day, versus people who take the Adderall might take one at 8 a.m. and then another at 2 p.m. because it kind of brings it up more and then goes down, and the Vyvanse is supposed to be more across the board. With that, as you can imagine, so for myself, I didn't like, when they put me on the Adderall, I didn't like going up and kind of getting that, stimulant effect. I didn't want that, especially after addiction. So when they tried me on Vyvanse, it worked way better because to me it was a lot more equal across the board. Also, there's, a substantially less abuse potential with Vyvanse. They say that you can't snort it, you can't inject it, you just have to swallow it. I liked that too. If somebody wants to abuse stuff, they're going to find a way. But regardless, it was just one more wall in the way of doing that when I was, after the concussions, when they first put me on this. If you want to help support Al and Soberdogs, I got the Sober Cat, you can hit that subscribe, share our videos. I'd appreciate it, or else Al's going to be pissed. What? That's what Vyvanse is. The next video, I'm going to get into my experience with it and break it down for you about how it affected me. All right, check out the other one on Adderall. See ya.